Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play Tainted Grail on this channel. Now we already played this game back when it was in an alpha, and now it's an early access and they had a lot of new additions. First of all, they added a brand new mode, Conquest, where you can play the endless roguelite RPG mode. Previously we only played the campaign. And they added a brand new magical class called the Druid, so that's what we're gonna play with today. So we'll be doing this Conquest, so I can show it off. So we'll start a brand new run. First of all, we should write our name. We're gonna be Sampstra. Then we can pick our hair. We're gonna go with, well, actually kind of like, oh well, let's go with this one. And color, we're gonna have, can we have red? Yeah, or white. Yeah, let's have a red color. That seems pretty cool. And scars and tattoos. Some of these tattoos are actually brand new. Ooh, I like this eye on her chest. That's pretty interesting. What else could we get? Ooh, this looks good too. But I think I like this one. She's gonna be a druid and a mage, so I think we wanna...
King Arthur promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous mists. Those few who managed to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness. My people settled around a gnarled old statue. Though we did not understand its origin or purpose, the enemy seemed to avoid it. That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then nothingness, as reality melted around us. I returned alone, back at the feet of the statue. The buildings, the people, all vanished without a trace. I soon learned I wasn't the only one to return. Others survived out there too, lost among the ever-changing mists far from the statue, haunted by a creature never before witnessed. It seems coming to this island was a grave mistake. Avalon was not ours for the taking.
The Age of Conquest. And the Conquest is essentially like a roguelike version of the game where you're not following the story, but you can do like your own run and you have like random events and things like that, as opposed to the campaign, which is obviously like a fixed story. So it's kind of like a roguelike sandbox, I guess. Sandbox RPG, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, now at this point we're going to be able to pick our class, so we're going to pick the Druid, obviously. Alright, so we will be playing with the Druid. And we're going to be playing as a blood mage. Now, I've already did a test run with this exact character, and upon death, what you can do is you can pick a bonus. So I picked plus 20% max HP for this specific character, and now we're going to play like the new run with the specific bonus, okay? So we're going to be playing as a druid and as a blood mage. Now, this is the new class, and blood mage is the rune that we can pick. Now, we can pick a summoned creature. We could have a golem, abomination, or a bloodworm. We're going to go now. The obvious choice is the golem, right? Because it's like normal. If you want a fantastic fancy choice, we'll pick a blood worm. So we're gonna pick a blood tentacle because I think it's cool. Alright, so we can move around to these things, but essentially on every one of these buildings it's just gonna tell us this. Right now this building is just a ruin. However, during your travels you might find someone who'd be willing to settle in here and help you in your quest. They're kind of pointless now. So instead we're gonna go here and talk to a lost soul.
Where your hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you. Only when you walk right up to him, he turns his blank stare toward you.
This is actually interesting. If you meet him for the first time in the Conquest, he actually gives you like a story where he essentially tells you like he had a farm and then he just disappeared and doesn't know what happened. But if you're doing the try again, it actually doesn't give you the voiceover anymore. So that's quite interesting. So so what I want to check, just a quick check. Okay, see, so this is really cool. So actually I can show it to you. In my test game I found a blacksmith and I convinced him to join me. And
don't even think about bringing other blacksmiths here with you. This village is mine. We are dead serious when it comes to competition.
And I died, but the blacksmith is actually persistent. So now when we're playing it together, I can actually buy supplies for him and things like that if I wanted to. So I actually don't want to. I could get something to charge up my rune or like a better sword. Actually, do we want a better sword? We don't have the money for a better sword. Okay, well, we'll just walk out. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So not only if you die, you get that bonus, but you also can gain, like the people, they will kind of stay from the previous games. Also milestones. So in the previous game, I've got to a certain milestone and I have to pay my HP to mark them. And they now remain marked. So I could teleport to the following milestone that I already have been. I'm not going to do it right now, but I could. Now what's important with the Wyrdness over here, this blue thing, if you don't use your candle to protect yourself against it, you will lose, I believe sanity, and then you lose HP over time. So we're going to use a candle here to protect ourselves so that we can move in and go and do some combat. So we're going to move here towards this altar. Oh, we can't move this way because we have to walk around. This is the next milestone. We're going to mark it with our life so that we could teleport here if you wanted to. But there's someone here. Who is this? This is a combat. Okay, so let's do a combat. I'll walk you through our combat. So, we automatically summon one blood abomination because we are a druid. Here you can see my rune. I picked the blood mage rune. And the way this works is a little bit different than it worked in the alpha. Also, the whole combat overview is very different than it was in the alpha. I do think this one looks much, much better. And what you can see over here is that the blood rune gets charged. It has a charge event on the bottom. On every sacrifice, we charge it up by 1. There's a passive effect. All summoned creatures auto-activate in their respective turns. If they get promoted above level 4, they overcharge. Each summoned creature has a different overcharge. We could also, if it has at least 3 charges, we could use the overcharge. We could overcharge some of our creatures and we'll have that effect. Now what does overcharge do? You can find out by clicking here on this eye. We could read about the blood abomination. Upon overcharge, it deals 200% normal damage on all enemies. It's currently on level 1, which you can see over here. Upon the next level, it will increase the damage it does and its maximum HP. At the moment, it will do 8 to 12 damage to the enemy. First thing I'm going to do is going to put a barrier on myself to protect myself. I'm going to activate my creature. Now these guys do massive AoE damage on activation on level 4 and gain an additional hit. Then I'm going to put it plus 20% damage. No, actually I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to summon another... Ooh, Blood Golem heals itself and excels at tanking damage. Let's do that. It has... is this thing. Resurrects damage from Blood Abomination and Sampstra, gets interrupted by stun. That's really, really good. We have run out of mana, so we cannot use anything else. We're just going to end our turn. And we have a charge 1, so we have a passive skill of 1 for... Essentially, they'll just activate at the start of their turn. Now this thing automatically heals itself and takes all the damage, which is amazing. They both get promoted, so this now does more damage, and this guy... What does he do on a higher level? Blood Golem? He has a higher HP and a higher armor and higher maximum HP. So the golem's actually really, really good. And maybe even for the blood mage, it might be better to actually get a golem and not the abomination, because you have something that's tanking your damage. Let's activate this abomination so we can do some nice damage to the enemy. Got 1 free activation. And we're gonna put a barrier on the golem, because we know that they have to attack the golem, so having a barrier on it means that it's not gonna get hit so much. And I love how the size of these things increases when they level up. That's really, really good. We've gained a consecrated oil, makes 3 attack, deal double damage. So we want to equip it to our combat items. In this game you can equip regular items and combat items separately. Let me show it to you in the inventory. Did we level up, by the way? I don't think we... No, we didn't. It still says level 1 over here. Yeah, so it's automatically equipped, so we could use it up on our next thing. So let's keep moving. We're going to talk to erratic Seamstress. The first thing you notice is a long veil made of rags, leaves, and pieces of fur held together with a snow-white thread. Leads you to a middle-aged woman with a gaunt face and graying hair. She's busy sewing more pieces of random materials to the end of the veil. Her fingers flash so fast you can barely see them. Only when she stops and she raises her eyes at you, a chilling clue is revealed. The Wyrdness changed the tips of her fingers into long, sharp needles, like these.
Anything in you needs sewing. I can take care of garments, body, or soul. They're all the same anyway.
How do you saw a soul? Ooh, we will gain 10 HP. Can I still ask her to come to my village after, or this is like a or option? Let's test it. The pain is brief and not as bad as you imagine. The body under the stitches heals before your eyes. It seems in the Wyrdness her talent for sewing made her able to join more than just pieces of cloth. Come with me, girl.
You'll have to wait a moment. I have this commission to finish first.
Okay. You stand and watch as she finishes the long veil. The last part is a fur of a feral cat still dripping with blood. The seamstress folds the veil into a neat square and places it on the rock.
I think she'll like it.
Who is she?
I really hope she does. Now, let's go and see this village of yours.
You don't actually have to walk them out to the village, you can just keep going. What is this, a hunting ground? Let's check that.
The local hunters call this ancient skull the Stag Father, and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say the Stag Father takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt.
Yeah. Just walk out. We want to do a simple, easy combat. Not like a oh, I lost the wilderness. Okay, so I lost the protection from the wilderness, so the combat should be a bit more difficult if I remember correctly. They have an abomination too? That's not great. Can I only gain abomination? We have a lot, so let's first start by activating. Then we'll use a barrier on ourselves, and we'll summon a blood abomination, which should hopefully protect us. Doesn't do much damage though. Yeah, this abomination does damage to everybody, which is really, really bad. I think we're gonna need a blood golem. Yeah, let's do a blood golem. Blood worm, what does that do? Targets random enemy with each hit, damages armor, gains an additional hit per level. Sure, I guess. Oh, we can't. We could promote the golem. Which we should, because at this point the golem is just dead. Unless... What do you do on a regular attack? Heal self on activation. Well, that's pointless because... you would die. See, the Wyrdness is a problem. Well, actually, if you use the candle now... That's a question. If I use the candle... This... Yeah, it lowers that. So that's good. So now they do less damage. They still might kill him. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to promote him, which is going to give him a bit more health. So now he could actually do stuff a bit better. And I'm going to summon the blood totems. They're kind of pointless. They only just give you a bigger this, which I don't want to do. What does he do on overcharge? Heals all summoned creatures on the player for 100% of normal healing. Well, we could use ultimate and heal ourselves at least. So we'll... Oh no, I didn't realize I would lose him. Oh man. I forgot that overcharging kills him. Okay, so we'll just take the damage. That was a total mistake. That was ridiculous. Okay. We'll get... Seriously, the only thing I can get is the stupid blood totem. I hate that. So let's put a barrier on ourselves. And... that's the only thing we can do. We'll get hit super hard here. That was such a mistake there at the beginning. Alright, we'll start with a blood golem. Then we'll use a barrier on it. There's no point in activating it because it just doesn't have enough. Okay. So just gonna take the damage. Good. Now we will get another barrier on it. We will activate it for free. Then we could get a blood worm. Sure. And the blood worm is actually going to do finally some damage. Okay. We keep on losing everything we summon. Okay, we can activate the blood worm. That's not bad. We'll gain a barrier on what? I don't want the blood totem, so we'll just gain a barrier on ourselves. And we'll keep on activating this this bloodworm. Okay, more barriers on me. I'm gonna summon... Now let's just keep activating this. It's doing a pretty high damage, this thing. We'll put another barrier on it. Because the enemy's only doing 4 damage, so whoever it's hitting, we can still like save ourselves good. We've got a crafting component. Show this to a component blacksmith and an oil. I think we're gonna have to go back home to heal ourselves though. Unless, do we heal on level up? I'm not sure. I don't think so. We'll see. Reflect 10 damage per hit. Interesting. Activate all summoned creatures. I think we need more things that will allow us to activate more creatures. Sacrifice 5% of max HP, activate all creatures. Sacrifice a chosen creature, gain +1 energy. Sacrifice 10% and generate barrier on self for the amount of HP lost, and summon 2 blood abominations. We'll take that. We'll also gain all summoned creature +15 damage. All summoned creature starts activated. On every rune use, draw 1 card. Let's go use all summoned creatures start activated. So upon activating them, we'll already get a bonus. Do we have anything to heal ourselves? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know if we should keep going, but we do have activated the candle. So it feels a bit like a waste to like not, unless we could travel to home. I think we can heal ourselves somewhat here. Yeah, let's we're gonna waste the candle, I'm sorry. Where Hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you, only when you walk right up to him. He turns his blank starts toward you. Here, look what the wind carried over. Yeah, we're gonna have to rest. Oh, we got 4 crafting components.
Lay your head here, and don't worry. But remember, this works only one time.
To prepare to rest, you can't help but think there might be a connection between the stranger's words and his blank dead stare. Alright, we're gonna get 50 health. We're gonna go towards the blacksmith. Oh, we didn't lose the candle activation. That's good. I want to give him all the components. Looks at the parchment, scratching his head.
If someone went through the pain of drawing this thing on fine vellum, it must be something important. I'll need all the parts, though, if I'm to make any sense of it. More parts, and a lot of wordstone to upgrade me workshop into something suitable to make these kinds of things.
So we're gonna give it to him? Do I have to like manually click on all 5 of them? It seems like it. Has it been 5 yet? Oh, okay, so maybe you just have to walk out. Okay. I do not have any more crafting components. So I have to have more of them in my hand, only then we can use it. Okay. We should probably teleport to... We do have the wilderness a little bit activated still, so let's go here. And we want to go into the combat. We still have it activated, so we should be good. Alright. Immediately activate. I do hate that they still got that abomination. Let's sacrifice and get a golem. And then we will activate for free this abomination. And we'll put a barrier on the golem to protect him a bit better. Oh, he's already dead. Well, that didn't help too much. Let's do another one. And then we'll put a barrier on him again and activate my blood abomination again. They're only doing 14 damage this time, so we should be okay. Good. It's getting promoted. We'll activate my blood abomination as always. Put a barrier on a golem. I do wonder... Okay, so we're not going to overcharge the golem just yet. But I would like to overcharge the golem before we finish this combat if I can. Unless... I don't think he's going to die yet. If I were to overcharge him, they might hit me and we don't want that. So let's just end our turn. He should not die yet. Ah, he's dead. That's a shame. I don't know how much he heals me for, but I don't think it's as much as it costs me to make him, as much it costs me to make him, so I think we're just gonna leave this alone. We get a Shard of Morgana's Mirror, disables all healing on the target. Okay. And we're gonna have to use another candle very soon. Activate a random summon creature 2 times. Now let's just get the free activation, that's always good. All summon creature plus 20% max HP. All summon blood abomination starts at tier 2. Yes, that's really good. Actually, no, let's grab the max HP. Because that seems more... Oh, let's go to Hidden Wealth. I want that. Oh yeah, we gotta use the candle again. Can activate this milestone. Leave it. Get another set of Hidden Wealth. And oh, this is a challenging fight. Interesting. Do we've got any more like basic ones? I like a basic fight. Oh, what is this? Infected human. Alright, let's keep activating our thing. Summon a bloodworm. Now let's put a berry on ourselves and keep activating our monster here. Because I do want to summon the golem instead. Yeah, let's get a golem. This time I would like to overcharge it when I can. So let's just keep activating this. Oh, but in order to overcharge, we have to get 2 more summoned. Whoa, what is this? Flesh-eating gerb larva. Not great. Well, I keep activating that though. Though the bonus is that this thing does damage on everybody, so we don't have to worry too much. Let's summon 2 more blood abominations then. We still don't have enough. Oh yeah, we should have enough charge. Not this turn, next turn. We'd have to sacrifice 2 more of our HP to promote this. And now we could overcharge him. So everybody would get healed, but only for 10. So that actually wasn't as beneficial as I thought it would be. However, thankfully our things get activated so we can kill them all. But I think we lost more HP than we gained on that. But we should remember that he heals us for 10. So that might be good to know. Can I grab this wealth without hitting her? Seems like I can. More wealth here. What is this? Oh, we can trivial fight. That should be fine. I'm worried about that challenging fight there. Because health-wise, we're not looking so good. We could get more abominations. This is 234 HP. Gotta put a barrier on ourselves. Yeah, let's do it. This is gonna give a barrier on everything. A little bit of a barrier at least. Oh, it didn't? I think it should have. And we'll activate one of these. And we hope that they survive at least for a little while. Gets 30 block, which is not great. Alright, we shall activate one of our thingies. And again... We should use the candle, I think. Otherwise they do more damage to us, I believe. But then again, I don't think he's hitting us. I think he's just gonna be hitting one of these creatures. I wonder if I want to put the golem there or not. Just to be sure it's not hitting me. It's gonna cost me 5 HP. Yeah, let's do it. And we'll end our turn. It will not kill the golem even, actually, which is quite nice. We'll activate these guys. Again, put a barrier on the golem. And we'll increase the damage on one of these bloodworms. It doesn't matter because we do have the golem, so we don't have to worry too much about this. And the golem keeps healing itself. Ooh. Alright, let's keep activating our things. Especially since we've got the free activations. I keep thinking whether I should like activate or overcharge the golem. We don't need to. We've got food! That's great! I need healing! I need healing! I mean, we're playing as a blood mage, of course we need healing all the time. But still. Ooh. Sacrifice 5% mark, summon blood totem and bloodworm. I really hate those blood totems because they all they give you is charge. And the only useful things we found in overcharging is the golem so far. Because yes, you can do the extra damage with the blood abomination, I guess we should be using that, but Decrease armor per turn by -10, but increase damage. I'm gonna skip this. I don't want either one of those. Just keep moving a little bit, see what we find here. Rundown windmill. Interesting.
The blades of this lone windmill creak and groan as you approach, as if they were trying to warn you of something. When you enter, the miller immediately announces,
"My lord, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you this week."
I was kind of hoping I would get... Okay, let's eat the food first. We gain some HP, that's good. Reduce the chosen enemy armor, generates magical barrier, makes 3 attacks, deal double damage. We should really be using the items we've got, but we're just not. Oh, we gotta get another Wyrdness. Oh, there's a group fight there that seems fairly weak. Let's do that. Really worried about this healing. Okay. We will need something. Put a barrier on me first. Yeah, we gotta sacrifice something. Otherwise, we're dead. I think we go first, so we should be able to kill them. Yeah. We gain a warding lore, generates magical barrier with 30 HP which protects from all foes. Oh, that's really, really good. I'm gonna equip that, like, into my combat items. Like, first thing. We also get the level up, so... all enemies get a debuff. Minus 50% damage, that's not too bad. I think I might grab that, because we can always use, like, things to attack. Every overcharge stuns around an enemy. All summoned creatures start with 10 health barrier. Yes. We also get a higher level golem, so it could be exciting, but let's use the inventory to put this... Oh, we already got the magical barrier, good. Anything else we could do? Another milestone. We'll pay the 1 HP as we always do. What is this? Another fight, okay. Let's do. I really should just... We're out of time, but I just want to keep playing. Alright, barrier on ourselves. And another... I probably should have put it on this bloodworm, just because if they kill it, we're gonna have to call a new one, and I prefer it if it survives. And then we gotta place a golem. Yeah, golem. We'll activate the bloodworm, put a barrier on the golem, and that's it. Yeah, and it should level. Yeah, they just got leveled up. Good. I love that. We can lower the armor on this thing, it's not a big deal. And we're just gonna end it. We don't want to summon anything, we're fine. Now we're doing enough damage, so if you were to overcharge this, it would heal us. But that's pointless because... got no bonus on that. Okay, we've got an acid flask, reduce the chosen enemy's armor by 75 for 4 turns. That's actually quite good. And we've got another crafting component. I don't know how many is enough, but clearly 5 is not enough. More fights there. What is here? Some more wealth. Travel map. Travel map allows you to teleport back home without without worrying. Alright, we'll activate a golem as always. If I put a barrier on me first, it's still going to cost me my health, yeah. I just wanted to check, like, if maybe there's a chance that the barrier would it would like do the damage from the barrier. Oh, we lost the golem though. But this is hitting for 14. Activate again. We'll put a barrier on both of us. And we're just not gonna summon anything else yet. Activate it again. Yeah, it's gonna kill it up on its turn. Nice. We gain Inverting Incense, changes all enemy intents to attack, and disables healing on enemies. Okay, okay. Well, I think this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments. And you can click on the right to watch my previous Let's Play of Tainted Grail or some other turn-based combat game. I'll see you there. Bye bye!